The pageantry of college football on full display tonight as we've got drones with a red and white light show to get the black shirt faithful ready to go. Welcome to Memorial Stadium, Lincoln, Nebraska, and home of the Cornhuskers. As we'll see a squad from the back, the UMass Minutemen, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Will kick off and we'll be underway. On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Cornhuskers offense will go to work first. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
The Huskers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to throw, it's McCoy. Quickly complete. Turning it on! And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. That penalty cost him a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He can't make the catch. He was open on the crossing route, and instead they're facing a 4th down. And the Huskers decide to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. So the UMass Minutemen have the ball for the first time, and their offense will go to work. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one, David.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going. Make it easy, because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drive, we need something good to happen early so we can forget about that last week.
The give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on twice. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks. Made a couple of moves and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. Not much can impose your will on a defense like hopping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches, and this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
Gets rid of it. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
Well, that was the guy the quarterback wanted to go to right from the jump, but a better job by the defense in coverage forcing the incomplete.
Looking for a man. It's McCoy. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. The Cornhuskers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run the toss. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I love DBs that want to tackle, and they get an opportunity to look like heroes on these outside toss plays. Physical play by the corner there, getting the ball carried down behind the line of scrimmage.
Makes the grab, and he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska!
And listen, my job is to get it to my playmakers like this guy on the outside. They'll do the rest. They'll get in the end zone. Nice catch. Would have finished it with a touchdown.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. The UMass offense returns to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Looking to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. The play action fake. This time he's got it. Let's talk for just a second about UMass. Great pickup on the defensive front. 3-star defensive lineman gives a verbal commitment last week, and you really need to bring good talent into the program. Maybe diamonds in the rough. At this level, that's how they thrive.
Oh, there's no doubt. And just some of these guys, they're not as...
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. UMass will line up to punt it away. He gets it away from his own end zone. Got it near midfield. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to pass. It's McCoy. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. They've got the ball in midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down.
Great job by the defense. You want to get him in 3rd and long. You know it's a passing situation. You know you get the guy on the ground. You know it's 4th and long now. It's a good chance for you to be successful, and hopefully that punt unit coming on the field.
Making side adjustments here. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. He's going for the big play. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. They'll run it from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Now the play fake. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes an offense are hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Got a man in the middle. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. UMass getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Worley. Got his man on the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
We've reached the break. It's Nebraska holding the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Back to pass. Pressure coming. And they get to the quarterback.
We talked to the offensive staff coming into this one. They knew going up against the top 25 defense with respect to sacks per game. They had to do a good job protecting the QB, but they have not been able to get that done so far. They've already now allowed 3 sacks in this game.
Takes a shot as he lets it go. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. UMass will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. You couldn't dial it up much better than that as he knocks it out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stuck. This side of the field, you get no points, but they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Looking for space, it's Coates. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the 1st down. Bunch formation for these receivers. Quarterback making checks. They'll try the toss to the left. Finding an escape route. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The Huskers are moving quickly down the field. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. And the Huskers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. From the gun, he leads it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Send the tight end in motion. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. With the catch, it's Coates. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Looking downfield, it's McCoy. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. And that is a punch right in the gut to make a play like that and have a penalty wipe it out. Offense getting set for first down. Takes a snap, wants to throw. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. 2nd down coming up. Motion from the wideout. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Get it out to the supersonic guy. And he's knocked down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands. Get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Looking to throw again. Unloads to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Meyer. Makes the grab. Defense right there, and they are set up at the 14. The Cornhuskers with the 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. Good timing on the quick out. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wants to go up top. He's got it. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now, and if they keep this up, this could get ugly by the 4th quarter.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. He wants it all. And he will score. Touchdown, Husker. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but, man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the 3rd quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
The play fake on first down. Makes a connection. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. UMass quickly back to the line. Dropping back, it's Worley. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Under fire. And he needed a little bit wider field as that one falls out of bounds.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion. UMass will line up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Secures it at the 30. He's got great speed. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Boy, that last drive, they looked like they were throwing against air. Just absolute precision execution in the passing game, and it led them to a touchdown. We'll see what they have this possession. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The offense changing the play. To the air on 2nd down. Dumps it to the back. Snagged in the middle. It's Coates. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air, it's McCoy. He's got it on the run. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better change something quickly because this has been way too easy.
The snap sets up to throw. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! Fit in the window for the score. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all 3 facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half for the home team.
And he's going to try to return this one. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The UMass offense returns to the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, Dave?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision.
Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Minutemen with a ton of work to do here on 3rd down. Leaves it with the back. Fights off the defender. Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Makes the catch at the midfield logo. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. He wants to change this route. Looking for a man. It's McCoy. Shoots it to the left. Wide open downfield. A little excitement there to wrap up the first half, and that'll pad the stats as we go to the break. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Lincoln, but let's just go with notable. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering 2 things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable?
The Minutemen going back to work on offense. When you're facing a deficit like this, you can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
Working the middle, it's complete. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
We knew coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go faster, seeing it here.
They'll bring him down, but not before he put people in the spin cycle.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. UMass has a long, long way to go here on 3rd down. To the air. It's Worley. Hit as he throws. With the catch, it's Price. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to...
There he goes. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Makes the catch. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
He'll do it himself. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down and you decide to run the football, you got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward if they're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
Fires to the tight end. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. Breaks into the open. Up near the 40-yard line. They'll mark it at the 39 and pick up a 15. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw, it's McCoy. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold on.
They had the 1st down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the 3rd quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige when you've got the playmakers you have offensively. Just keep chucking it.
Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. The Huskers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Just keep slinging it. Oh. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. And the Huskers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense, 1st and goal from the 7.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead.
Beck's going for the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Nebraska!
And that is the perfect way to cap off this drive. This thing started way back on their 2-yard line, and they methodically marched it down the field. You saw a little bit of everything on this drive, so at the very end, you pay it off. Really nice job running down in the red zone for the score.
On the move from inside his 5. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. So 1st down will open up the final period. He'll pull it on the read. Runs through the tackle. After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line. They've got a chance to get out from their own end. 2nd and 6 from the 18. Looking downfield, it's Turner. They're setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. UMass now faces a 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Bought a little time, lets it go. It's complete to the left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. 3 yards, 1st down for the offense after that penalty. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. The black shirts have applied blackout conditions. There has been no electricity available for this offense.
I mean, just suffocating. They're smothering this offense. They haven't done anything well yet. They can't run it. They can't throw it.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And how about this defense? They got the donut going. And here's one thing I'll tell you about the donut. Late in the game, you're talking about on the field. We want to finish this thing and keep that 0 on the scoreboard. No matter who's in the game, who we've rotated, everybody's trying to get a 0 up there.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. UMass will line up to punt it away. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6th time tonight. Nice move, creates some space. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David. Just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Bunch formation for these receivers. They'll try the run. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Now facing a 3rd and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to throw. It's McCoy. Fires left. Makes the grab. And he is marked out of bounds after another big game. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. The Cornhuskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. On 1st down, here comes this offense. The give to the tailback. Oh, he's got some space. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, getting down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, and considering how well they're running it right now, why wouldn't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
Snapped it in the shotgun. Trying to barrel in. Touchdown, Huskers! And they take it in for 6 more points. That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
And he's coming out of the end zone. And the returner will be dragged down. The UMass offense returns to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game. I know this defense came into this game hoping to get pressure on the quarterback, but I don't know in their wildest dreams if they ever thought it was going to look this good. I lost track at 5 sacks. They have been all over this quarterback today.
He is denied, cannot get to the first down marker, and it's 4th down coming. UMass will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point...
Turning it on! And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. What can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation, and they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. They'll go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Quarterback on the keeper. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the 4th quarter, later in the game.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
Finds a little space. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. The Huskers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Looks like the offense will just take a knee. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical, they were faster, and it showed today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching